I think where the parties are is where people are working on an agreement and the terms of an agreement, and I think in concept certain major points have been agreed to, which which we're very pleased with, and as they always say, right, the devil is in the details, and we'll see what the agreement looks like and work on that agreement. And but as far as we'd like to believe we have an agreement, and
we have a statement, but we don't have an agreement.
I think that you have a statement, you have an intention to have an agreement, but you don't have an agreement.
So, according to Brian Freedman, this case might not be settled at all, which means we get to come back to haunt Blake like the dailies she asked to be deleted.
Yeah, boy.
We have a statement, but we do not have an agreement. So, while everybody was hyped or disappointed about the settlement and puking while watching Blake walk the Met Gala carpet, the man representing Justin Baldoni was making his rounds and letting everyone know that this settlement is not legally a settlement yet. It's basically just a draft with a press release wrapped around it. And then he kept going. He said in concept certain major points have been agreed to. He said the devil is in the details. He said the docket still has the trial and the Daubert motions active. Nothing removed. Nothing filed. And then he said we would like to believe we have an agreement. Would like to believe is not the same as having one. All the parts that actually matter, the speech restrictions, the money, the other cases, are still being negotiated. And in this case, the details are where people usually get uncomfortable. Until it is on paper and signed, this is just announced. And here's what I find interesting. Since the statement dropped, Freedman has been everywhere. Billy Bush, Kirsty Flaw, multiple interviews, talking openly and generously. And Blake's entire legal team has said absolutely nothing. Not one word. From a team that spent 18 months talking. That silence is a choice. And timing like that is rarely accidental. And while Blake's team has gone completely quiet, not everyone got the memo.
It is our sincere hope that this brings closure and allows all involved to move forward constructively and in peace. That's Team Blake saying, please don't hurt us anymore, Brian Freedman. But you're the one who started this. Including a respectful environment online. That's a message for all of us to stop saying nasty things about Blake Lively. Well, I hate to break it to you, Team Blake, but I didn't sign a settlement agreement, and I'm totally free and emboldened to say whatever I want about you, including that you're a liar. You're a liar, and your legal team are a bunch of liars.
I don't agree with her often, but she is not wrong. The settlement statement asks for a respectful environment online, but Megyn Kelly did not sign a settlement agreement. Neither did the rest of the internet, and neither did I. The only people bound by whatever terms are eventually agreed to are the people who sign the document, and that document does not exist yet. Now, if Blake backs out of this after both sides' lawyers put their names on that joint statement after the Met Gala, the backlash would be on a level we have not seen yet in this case. Because at that point, it looks like the whole announcement was used to buy good press, while the details were still being figured out, and Wayfarer is not without options. There's almost certainly something in writing between the legal teams. Judge Liman has been managing this for 18 months, and is not going to be happy if one side walks it back now. But here's the part I actually cannot stop thinking about. Freedman said this is not closure, he said this is the start. And he confirmed that Justin had one thing he would not negotiate away, no matter what else was on the table: his ability to speak publicly about what happened to him. He refused to sign anything that took that away. And Freedman confirmed Justin is going to speak publicly and soon. Justin Baldoni has been quiet through this entire thing. His lawyers talked, his evidence talked, the documents talked. But Justin himself has said almost nothing about what this actually did to him and his family. That is about to change, and when it does, it is not going to be quiet. And then there is the Stephanie Jones case. Freedman was very clear that they are going all in on that now. That case goes straight to how Blake's team got the communications they used to build their New York Times story, Van Zandt, the subpoena, the whole mechanism of how this started. And I think what comes out of it is going to be significant. If this agreement is not locked yet, then everything Blake thought she controlled about how this ended is still exposed to change. Because right now there is no signed document controlling what gets said, what gets released, or how this gets framed publicly. And Justin just made it very clear he is not interested in staying quiet. So the version of this story you saw this week, the clean exit, the Met Gala, the sense of not having justice or closure, that version only holds if the paperwork catches up to the announcement. If it does not, then this is not the end of the story. It is the part right before things get uncomfortable again. So here is where we actually are right now. The world thinks this is over. But Freedman said on camera, we have a statement and not an agreement. Nothing is filed. The judge has not signed off. Justin is about to speak. The Stephanie Jones case is heating up. And Freedman himself said this is not closure. This is the start. We have a statement. We do not have an agreement. And with these people, that difference matters more than anyone is giving it credit for. This is not over. It just has not caught up to itself yet.
That's my opinion!